What's up, everybody?
I
did it again. Well, I guess for kicks and giggles, you be the one to start the video then.
The Red Wolf here. Yes, this is my video now. Joined by Campy15. What's up,
Hey, buddy.
And today, we're reviewing Dragon Quest Episode 3. I'm just kidding, man. I didn't mean to think about that.
Just because he's doing introduction today doesn't mean it's his video. It's definitely mine. It's our video.
It's my video.
Anyways, he said it enough. We're here for Dragon Quest Episode 3. Right now, probably our favorite anime on the block right now.
Yes,
I swear, if ReZero, A Rent-A-Girlfriend was still airing, well, technically, if it wasn't for the pandemic, ReZero would currently still be airing for the second half of the season. And that would probably be my #1 anime right now.
Not that I would know. I haven't even watched it yet.
I know. Anyways, so this episode we get the training of Dai with the master. We finally get his name revealed is Avan, which I thought he was a pretty cool character. I like him a lot. Very funny, very entertaining, and I just like his dynamic. I especially like Popp.
I think he's the Yamcha of the story. I think.
I hope he's not like the Yamcha of the story. He looks like he's the good side companion.
Even though he's lazy.
Yeah, but hey, he's paying attention to the training though. Anyways, nevertheless, we're back and we're gonna get this review started off because like I said, this series, our Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai, right now is our #1 series. And I know there's a lot of other animes that I love to watch, but right now for me, this is my #1 anime I'm watching. This season for anime in the fall, it's my #1. I don't know if that's Denzel's, but I think it is for him too.
Yeah. So far, it's my favorite. So far,
but let's be honest. I don't think you've seen any other of the fall animes that have come out this fall.
Yeah.
So, anyways. We start the episode off with the clouds all being dark and foreboding. And then we see the monsters get out of hand and get out of control. Their eyes light up red. And the reason why is because the Dark Lord has made his, I guess, triumphant return.
Yep. Things are about to go down.
Yeah, Dai's grandpa almost freaking loses it as well, but he manages for the time being to hold himself. Now, at first, I thought, where we're getting Dai sails away and then he runs into Avan and Popp later on, on the sea. But no, that doesn't happen because they actually show up in the nick of time. And let's just say, well, he's called the Master at this point, but I'm just gonna call him Avan. Avan kind of puts up like what I might say a barrier, which cleanses the souls or the evil spirits out of the enemies or out of the monsters, and I guess they're not, affected by the Dark King's or the Dark Lord's influence.
Oh yeah.
Which was a pretty interesting. I liked it. Also, after doing that, he reveals to Dai that he is a hero tutor and that he's come on behalf of the kingdoms to come retrieve him and essentially train him to stop the Dark Lord and save the day and be a hero. Your typical start to a hero's journey, you might say.
Yep. Now he has a master.
Yes. He's also joined by his friend or his student Popp. Actually, first thing first, his full name is Avan D. Sinuar III. and one of his students, well, one of his only students, I guess, is Popp, who is trained to become a mage, which what the grandpa was trying to do for Dai, but let's just say he's not the best at magic yet.
That poor soul.
Would you care to talk about what happens in the next scene with the things from the former cartoon show called Gargoyles?
Gargoyles?
Yeah, the gargoyles that attack them.
Oh yes, they tried to attack the island, but the barrier pretty much stops them in their tracks. And Avan sends Popp to deal with them. Popp roasts one of them with the with the fizzle technique, and then he told the other one, "I'm gonna make you into fried chicken next." I don't know why, but I love that line.
I think anything like that sounds funny.
Mm-hmm. But he kind of dropped his guard, and that gargoyle fizzled him. Well, at least I think that was a fizzle. It went into his...
I mean, that was just the move was called fizzle. I didn't put it in my notes, but I think that was what it was called, fizzle.
Okay. And what else? Oh yeah. What after he failed, Dai intervened, and he started clashing with the gargoyle, and what else? What else happened? Oh yes, Dai dropped his sword. Sorry about that.
I know, guys. It's to think of it.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm a little... Dai dropped his sword, but Avan gave him a so-called legendary sword, which apparently is a very cheap sword.
Yeah.
And,
I would say like a play thing.
And he somehow defeated the gargoyle with one slash. I legit thought at that scene there was going to be blood, but he just turned into...
Kind of like... It was like kind of dark type of dust.
Yeah, I legit thought there was gonna be blood.
Another thing to mention, his forehead lit up again. In this whole aspect, so I think that's him tapping into his magic power when he doesn't realize it.
Dragonic aura.
Yes. I guess I can go forward. Essentially, after that whole incident with the gargoyles happened, Avan's like, yeah, you show great skill, and for it, I think you should train with me, and you're gonna go through the special hard training course, which, in other words, he's gonna train him to be a hero in less than a week, essentially. Which is, okay, that's not like much on his plate, but okay, let's go. Dai's like, okay, I'll do it. And the first thing we see him do is, I guess you can say this is a reference to Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball, in the aspect of Dai running with ropes tied behind him with while he's pulling rocks and stuff like that. Which, if you watch the first arc before the first World Tournament in the original Dragon Ball, that's what Goku and Krillin did for a period of time. And then you see Avan come with this big rock. I'm like, he's gonna make him run with that next, huh? I was wrong. And he's like, listen, try slicing this rock in half. Now, he gives him the sword he used yesterday, essentially, against the gargoyle. And Dai goes on and he breaks the sword. And it was funny because he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break a legendary sword. But then Avan's like, whatever. It was just a sword that cost like 10 coins. And he's like, try using your knife. And Dai tries to use it, but he makes no cracks, essentially, in rocks. Yeah, and he doesn't break it. Stuff like that. And because of this, Avan's like, all right, start going to run again. And stuff like that. And goes back to running. Again, we see more training montages as, you know, thing goes on. We see like a certain training montage between him and Popp, where essentially they demonstrate their magic power. Now we know I know this is after Popp's magic display, but Dai still can't use freaking magic because he tries to use Crackle and it's like essentially an ice cube. While Popp uses a full out, I would say, not ice maker magic, hint from Gray from Fairy Tail, but it's still ice magic nevertheless. And he freezes wave, but Avan's like breaks it and creates a crack and all. Now I thought they would do the thing where it's like, oh, it all cracks and then the wave just splashing on them. They kind of don't do that. It would have been funny if they did, but okay. And stuff like that. So Crackle. Just to let you know, I might actually it's a done deal. I'm probably gonna pick up the new Dragon Quest game that apparently is coming out in 2 months, which is Dragon Quest the Definitive Edition. I don't know what number. I think they said it's like Dragon Quest 11 Definitive Edition. So I guess the good thing about me watching the show before I play the game, I get at least a move set of what moves or what powers do what, even though we'll probably get a tutorial in the game. But I'm looking forward to playing that game. That'll be my first Dragon Quest game I'll play. So yeah. Anyways, after that stuff, he kind of gets into a little swords like fight with Avan in a practice match with these, I guess you could say, branches. And Avan kind of mentions the fact that Dai's really good at swords play, essentially, like that he's a good swordsman and stuff like that. And essentially after they're done with that, he brings back the rock and he's like, try slicing it again. And this time Dai does it. And essentially it's like, essentially what Avan says kind of, it's like, listen, it's more of a mental thing. Like, you could have always done it, you know, before. It was just all up here and stuff like that. You know, kind of like, it's kind of like, oh, you know, you think you can't run like a 6, lap mile, but then you just do it because you have it inside you to do it. That's essentially what Avan was saying. Anyways, the next following day, they do more swords play, and then if you would care to tell the audience what Avan did or showed Dai.
Oh yes. This move was pretty much, well, we first saw this move in Jump Force.
Well, if you play Jump Force, or if you, I'm guessing if you watch the original series, because there is an old series of this series that I heard about. I just didn't watch the old series. I heard some things are different, but say this is more like the updated 2020 version.
Yep. Now this move, the legendary, the badass Avan Slash.
Not slash, Strash.
Avan Slash.
Yeah, it's the move I always like to use against you in Jump Force. To like.
But you epic failed.
Anyways. Now I know how he knows the move of Avan Strash from Jump Force. Like I said, it's not like I'm gonna pick that game up ever again in my life.
Because he's a loser. Just kidding. No, you're good, Karen. You're good.
I think it's because I rage quit too much in the game. Anyways, we come up with a new, there's a new theory style for Avan style, which is the Avan theory, and essentially his sword style deals with slicing the earth, sea, and sky. Okay, interesting. Avan goes on to say that slicing the earth really requires strength, and you see Dai train with the, I guess, slicing the earth Avan style. You see him break these rocks and stuff like that, and things like that. Now, Dai really wants to know the Avan Strash, but Avan says, well, you're not ready to learn that technique because technically the Avan Strash kind of combines all three, earth, sea, and sky. I was about to say earth, wind, and fire, reference to the band. But the earth, sea, and the sky all together into one. So, okay, that's pretty cool. And the next following day, or the last, few minutes of the episode, essentially Avan's like, listen, your next test here is you're gonna have to fight me. And to say that he kind of pulled a Kaido on me, if you watch One Piece, he transforms into a dragon. So, like I said, not exactly what Kaido / Shenron looks like. Kind of looks like the, it looks like Jiren from Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball. If you remember him, he's one of the first competitors Goku fought in the World Martial Arts Tournament.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
He has that type of body structure. And go ahead.
So many memories.
Yes, I know. Definitely, I found it funny because you see the little glasses on his freaking beak, essentially, which was like, that's just hilarious. So Dai has to fight against Avan in his dragon form or his dragon transformation. With shit, what the hell is this man? But then again, in the next episode preview, it says the reason why he transformed is it's because of the type of skill he learned. Okay. It looks pretty cool, and I can't wait to see the fight, because the fight is looks like it's gonna be pretty good, because the animation has been flawless this season, and I just can't wait to see more Dragon Quest. Anyways, guys, anything you want to say about this episode that you liked? Oh, we'll talk about Popp soon. I totally forgot about Popp.
I definitely like the entire concept of the training and stuff. This is Dai's origin story where it's gonna begin and stuff, and his rise to power.
Yes. I know we didn't really talk much about him, but Popp. I like his character. I do like his character a lot. Now I still think we're gonna have to need more episodes to see what more of his character is like, obviously. But you can see that Popp is a good, dude. He obviously is taking a liking to Dai because he watches their training and stuff like that. And then I did like the little scene where he says you really wanna, help out Princess Leona and you like her or something like that. He's like, and Dai's like, yeah, I like her. And stuff like that. She's my friend, essentially. And he's like, really? It seems like Popp knows Leona, and I guess feels like Leona to him is probably a little bit too, I guess you would say your typical princess. Well, she was that way with Dai until really the end of last week's episode, but yeah. But I do like the dynamic. Obviously, that's going to start, I guess, their little party until we meet the other pink-haired girl that will eventually join their group. So, yeah. Like I said, we'll probably talk more about Popp as the weeks progress and we see more of him. I guess your thoughts on Popp, buddy?
I like him. I'm a little lazy, but yeah, I like him.
Okay, I think that's all we got to say for this episode, unless you have anything else to say.
I've said my piece.
Okay. So like I said, the fight, between Dai and Avan is going to start, and I guess also too, because the episode's titled "The Return of the Dark Lord," essentially, and I guess he'll make his first on-screen debut for this series. Although you kind of seen his silhouette or what he really looks like anyway, so yeah.
So is he actually gonna appear on the island for a bit and then he's gonna leave, or what's gonna happen?
I think he's gonna appear somewhere else, from a distance. Maybe he has his own island. And I don't know, they have to travel there. I guess that's where it's going, but yeah. Anyways, I think that's all we got to say here. So we're gonna get out of here because it's getting late for us. So yeah, other than that, if you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this episode, and anything else, as well as hit that subscribe button to get more Dragon Quest content. So yeah, we're gonna get out of here because one, I want to go back to eating me some tacos, and then two, I want to lay down and watch some more damn anime. Anyways, we're gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or night or whenever you're checking out this video. Until then, guys, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.
Peace.